Nice, sweetie. Thank you for showing up. You know what? You guys can come in here. We'll start with a grooming session. No, don't groom my camera. No, no grooming of the camera. Grooming of horses. Hi, Angel. Very good girl. Hi, good girl. What a good girl. It's always nice when your horse comes running to you when they see you show up at the gate instead of the opposite, going, oh my god, there's a human, let's get the hell out of here, which is the experience of many equestrians. You're standing on my rope. Thank you, dear. No, 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 no. Come here. The grooming ritual is very important because it's literally grooming your horse to accept the human. It's warm, very nice. Come here, sweetie. Good lad. You are a good boy. I am training these horses to become riding horses, so they will have to learn to accept the human on their back. And in order to do that, I need to be comfortable with them everywhere, moving around them, touching them, being very close to them. You are shitting. Oh, what? It's a hoof pick. It's not food. No, not my whip. Okay.
Hey there.
Hi.
How's it going?
Very good.
Did he move because I was coming?
Sorry?
Did he move? Did you make him move, or did he move on his own?
You mean?
Just now, Aries.
Oh, he came to check you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a closer look at the training thing there, the saddle.
This is just simply a saddle fat, and what it does is it protects the back a little bit.
Yeah.
It also gets you used to wearing something. Hey,
Right.
Aries, don't.
But then
shoot
you
there.
can also hang on to it if you need to for getting on and off.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't use it for that reason.
Yeah.
I use it because it allows me. Hey,
What the heck happened here, buddy?
come back here. I use it because it allows me to jump off really quickly
Right.
if I have to.
Yeah.
Because we're backing him for the first time. A saddle is designed to keep
hold you there.
in the saddle.
Yeah.
So if I want to be able to slide right off, this is far easier.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like I've disrupted his mood. Grace went out with her girlfriend, got him in here, did all the brushing and stuff like that, and then we're trying to put a saddle on him, and he wouldn't cooperate with the saddle.
No, but that's why I'm training this at Liberty. I want him to be so comfortable with the whole process that he stays for it.
Right.
That there is no force, that there is no making him do
And
it.
I said that the first mistake you made was going out without me or Anime. Probably best to do it with Anime, so he gets used to Grace being part of the process, but she also understands what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she said, okay, I get it, you know.
That's why I like to do this stuff at Liberty, because it sets you up for success.
Yeah, because then he's not worried.
He's not worried, but he also is. When you allow the horse to make the choice to participate, then he's also far more committed.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that he doesn't get paid for his efforts like everybody else.
Yeah.
But if he commits to it rather than I am dragging him out of the paddock, I am making him stand here,
Yeah.
I am putting the saddle on him, without his consent,
Yeah.
that doesn't set me up for success later on.
Right.
Whereas now, I didn't even have a halter on him. He could leave at any time, which he also did. As you
Yeah.
came, he came to check you out. There was no force involved, and
Yeah.
yet here I am.
Got the
I
saddle on
have
him.
the saddle on him,
And
but
he's right
now
with you
he's
still.
committed, and he's not trying to buck this thing off
Right.
because he participated in
Yeah.
getting it on him.
And he's not avoiding you either.
And he's not avoiding it.
Yeah.
Good lad.
It's just, so the thing is I mean, I really love them and everything, but I just don't have the time.
Exactly.
And Grace is not, I honestly, like talking to my other friends, like Caitlin, for example, she said as young as she was, she still went to the barn every day.
I know.
And was out there all the time. She'd be up 5 o'clock in the morning, go do the horses first, and then go. And Grace is just not that commitment.
I was like that too as a child.
Yeah, and that's.
And I would bicycle to. I was in the Netherlands, so I would cycle to the barn. I would cycle also to my school.
Right.
There were days where I was so focused on the horses that I would go on. What a good boy. What a good boy.
You know,
I just wanted to point out that these two over there spooked on something, started running. He had a response to it, but then decided to stay here.
Yeah.
Again, they're running
Yeah.
far away, but he is choosing to stay with us.
He's curious, but he's not. Yeah.
He's a little bit like what's happening, but he stays with us, and that is so important, because if I were to be riding him on the trail and something like this happens,
you don't want him taking off on you. Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
You want him under control.
So that is part of what we're doing here, and I'm not holding him here with a rope.
Yeah.
I'm holding him here because he wants to be here.
Yeah.
This is the makings of a great trail riding horse.
Yeah.
Other horses are bolting, and he stays with his human.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm
That's what
training
you
him
want.
for. Okay, sweetie, let's do something while we
To be safely trail ridden. You mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now that the weather is changing, everything is going to be a lot easier. No, this way, sweetie. It's going to be a little bit more particular.
Well, one of my clients sits on the board of directors of a place that does horse therapy stuff.
Right.
So they have children they have people with disabilities, people with mental health issues, all that kind of stuff. And they're in dire need of horses. And he asked about mine, was I interested in parting with them? And I said, okay, I'll think about it and let you know.
Yeah.
And then they got back to me and said, well, we want to see them. And I said, they're not big horses. One's a horse, one's a pony horse.
What are they looking for?
What's that?
I assume that they're looking for something really super bomb-proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. But I mean, I'm thinking also they train them.
Yeah.
And that's for me, it was like, if they continued the training with these three and they all went there, I think that would be a nice, it would make me feel good about the horses being in a good spot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think they're all capable of it, they just need training.
Yes.
But so they asked.
Good lad. Wow, that was a big effort. He did a little cow hop there. We worked a little bit on the canter, the part the last time.
Yeah.
And he was very opinionated about it. Now he was offering. Good lad. Good lad. You are such a clown. He reminds me so much of Bodhi.
Okay, yeah. It's funny, his fur is in transition right now.
Yeah. I did a bit of grooming already.
Yeah.
Nice. Good boy. Good boy.
So-
Most horses get a little emotional for a canter transition, especially in the beginning.
Okay.
So these cow hops, you often see that even under saddle when
Okay.
you first start cantering.
Okay.
That's totally normal, and it's already much better than it was before.
All right.
Because I started this last week, and he was far more reactive.
Okay.
Now he's starting, oh, are we doing this? And he's starting to
Hopping a
offer.
bit
So
and-
this is actually much better
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him a cue for the canter, which is a kissing sound. Like,
Okay.
he's already responding.
Good.
Nice. Good boy.
So as soon as he starts, you're saying, yep,
just
that's what
one
I'm asking
step,
for.
I just am working on the depart. I'm not looking for duration right now. I just want him to
The
do
signal.
the canter depart and not have a cow hop or a buck or whatever.
Right.
But that just gradually disappears out of it as he starts to get more confident in his canter depart.
Right.
And this is already far better than the last time. Let's see if you can do that to the other side too, babe. You are such a good boy.
So why is the transition to a canter such a weird thing? If they were doing it naturally and they wanted to run, I guess maybe they would just go to gallop and not even think about it. I don't know.
Good lad.
What a clown.
He is a clown, isn't he? And so I'm not too particular about his antics yet. I just want to establish the communication on my kissing sound
kissing
and
sound,
maybe
do this.
encouraging a little bit with the whip as a communication. Obviously, I'm not whacking him.
No.
Which he wouldn't respond to anyway.
Because he's all cool about that now. Yeah.
Which is also important, the difference, because I need to be able to climb on him and be all around him without him freaking out.
Yeah. If some stray part, like your boot or your
anything,
riding
or
crop
something happens in the environment.
Yeah.
And it's also the difference, he needs to learn to read my energy. When I say just ignore the whip, he needs to just be with it. But then when I say, can you take a step back?
Yeah.
And that energy that I'm putting forth
and he
to
knows
ask
the
him
signal.
to step back is far less than what I put forth in asking, can you just be with this?
Right. Just
and
put
the
up with it.
difference is my intention. Between this, there's no request. It's just background noise. It doesn't have anything to do with him.
Right.
Whereas this,
there's not even any noise. He just sees it, and you're changing your body style.
My intention is now directional.
Yeah.
Behind my whip is now a request of step back. I don't even touch him.
Yeah.
And he does it just like when I ask him to go on a circle.
Same thing. You're just waving. Yeah. Yep, there's something on that he just loves. I don't know.
It's probably salt.
Maybe so, yeah.
Nice.
They did a bit more pronounced that time to make sure you knew he did it.
The thing, yeah, exactly. That's why he didn't get a treat for the first time.
Yep.
But I'm not looking for him to canter around me for 6 rounds.
Just respond.
I just want him to get the idea and start to combine kissing sound, canter depart. Oh, now I'm getting a treat. So the kissing sound will become a cue for the canter depart. And then once you have that cue, you can use it in the saddle combined with your other aids. And then the other aids start to mean canter in combination with the kissing sound. And then at some point you can even leave the kissing sound if you don't want it or whatever.
Yeah.
And he'll still do it. But that's kind of like how you
The
build it up.
Yeah.
And I rather have him go through his little emotional canter departs without me on him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it will be a while before I'll be cantering him under saddle.
Yeah.
Nice! And that was very subtle.
Yeah.
I set a very subtle cue. He immediately went.
Yeah.
And
did a little
he
longer.
had a couple of very deliberate canter strides.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'll be back. I'll see if I can come back. Oh, there you go.
This is why I don't do it on the saddle.
It gets a bit more energetic.
in that last one, he put a lot of effort in. He was cross canter. That means he was cantering to the right in the front, but then to the left in the back. So he's not quite comfortable yet cantering on request.